देखो सबसे पहले हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं इस पे, मेरे पास ऑलरेडी हडूप, यार्न, स्पार्क सब कुछ चल रहा है। अगर मतलब उसमें कुछ पूछना है तो मैं बता सकता हूँ, नहीं तो हम लोग वहां से स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं जहां से हम लोग कोई लॉग जनरेट होता है लेट्स से लिनक्स में, और वो लॉग को आपको काफका में डालना है। ठीक है, तो अब काफका मैं दिखा देता हूँ मैंने काफका कैसे सेटअप किया हुआ है। देखो काफका के लिए सबसे पहले हमें चाहिए एक जू कीपर। तो जू कीपर हमें क्या करता है कि जू कीपर विल टेल अस कि ओके which Kafka to contact. Let's say if I have 2 or 3 instances of Kafka running. So here, if you look at on my this node, which is master one, here you will see I have a Kafka, a zookeeper, and also my Hadoop yarn is running, Hadoop 2.7.2, and I'm also running Spark 1.6.1. Hive is also there, but currently we are not using Hive. Okay, so let's see first of all in in the config zoo cd conf ls-l. So I am using currently 3 nodes as my zookeeper quorum nodes. So these all things you are already aware, right? So here I've given 3 nodes. I have this is my 10 node cluster. So out of which 3 I am using as my zookeeper one. So master one, edge one, RT one. Right? So these 3 all are zookeeper. Those are host names. See, if you look here, this is my host name. Edge and RT1 are also host names. So, right? So all these are just simply host name, and Cyrus is my domain which I have configured. Okay, so now let's go back here. Yes. Yes, correct. So for example, here I can show you Clash. Okay, just a second. Clash I have configured because it makes things easy. Because we are doing commands across so many nodes. So for example, yes. So see here. So we have RT1 is the leader, and other 2 are our followers in the zookeeper quorum. I have executed that zookeeper status command, zookeeper server status command, right? So now it is showing me there is one leader and there are 2 others are followers. So this is just to make sure that our zookeeper is running fine. Okay, so now let's go to Kafka. cd Kafka conf. So Kafka I have downloaded, and what I've done, I just created a symlink for a Kafka directory, similar to Hadoop. Like here, if you look, the Kafka name is very long, so I've given it a short name Kafka,
Yes.
and I have defined a variable which will be Kafka home.
Okay.
See, Kafka home, Zookeeper home. I have defined all these variables.
Okay. So why not bash dot? Sorry, why not in which directory? I forgot.
Bash RC, huh?
E- no, in etc.
No, in that also I've given. See, what is happened here is, let me show you that. If I cat etc profile dot d hadoop dot environment dot sh.
Yeah.
So here what I've done, this is common across all my nodes in Hadoop cluster, but my Kafka is not on all node.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, Zookeeper is also not on my all node, but rest all Hadoop has same. My 10 nodes have same thing. Like for example, Hive, HBase, Yarn, HDFS, Uzi, for example, right? Spark. So that's why this is common, which is coming through Hadoop env.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
got it.
let's go to Kafka config. So first thing here we will look at is server.properties.
Yeah.
So there are these are default parameters. Let me go to the top of the file. So see here, this is similar to your Zookeeper ID. Like Zookeeper ID, we create my ID file, which where we say 1, 2, 3, right? Server dot one, server dot two.
Correct.
Similar to that, Kafka also has a concept of IDs. So like say my first node, Kafka which is running on first node, I will give, let's say, broker.id 0, another node 1, another node 2,
Okay.
right? So depending upon how many nodes you have, you can give whatever number you want, but each number should be unique in each Kafka.
Okay.
So this is again, these are our performance tuning parameters, like how many threads you need to read and write and all those things, socket size, all that. Where Kafka will write it, log files, all these things, right? All
Okay.
these are by default. I have just uncommented them.
Okay.
I have added mainly this zookeeper value.
Okay.
If you look at this, zookeeper dot connect is equal to my that three zookeepers.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so now let's come out of this.
Where we are associating that zookeeper server dot one with no, right? Only this zookeeper dot one.
In Kafka's directory server dot properties, we are telling where is zookeeper.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so now first thing we have to do is we have to start the Kafka server.
Yes.
So let's go to that Kafka directory slash config, and I will say, because I have given in the path of Kafka in my bash profile, Here also, right, you can see bin, right? So it
Yes.
will pick up all the Kafka commands. These are all Kafka commands,
Okay.
right? Let's say I want to do a Kafka server start something, right?
Yes.
And I will give which file it wants to read,
Right.
right? And I will say background.
So first we need to start Zookeeper or first we need to start Kafka?
No, first we have to start Zookeeper.
Correct. Yeah.
Zookeeper is running. I already showed you follower, leader, and they are already running
Correct.
all on three nodes. Then I will run Kafka. Now you can see Kafka started.
Yes.
I just gave this command. So to start server start script, I've given the file name from where which Kafka should pick up properties. From where Kafka will know where my Zookeeper is.
Right. Right.
So now the Kafka is running here. I can check vs-ef graph Kafka, right? So now let's test whether Kafka is running correctly or not. So let me go to another node just to make sure we are running Kafka correctly. Let's say this is my another node, cd/opt cluster ls-l. This also has Kafka installed,
Yeah.
but doesn't necessarily it need to run. Doesn't You don't require it to run. You can run just one node of a Kafka, but problem will be if that node goes, master one goes, I will have failure,
Okay.
right? So it's your wish whether you want to start Kafka on all instances or you want to start just one. So let's say in my case, I have executed that start command only on master one, but
Okay.
I can connect from any node which has a Kafka client libraries, right? So client library means wherever I have that Kafka untard,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I can connect from that machine to Kafka,
Right.
right? So let's do some test here. So from one node, I'm saying something. Let's say echo hello to Kafka producer and to the Kafka broker. So Kafka broker
Okay.
is currently only one because we started only on one. Otherwise, I can give comma separated list of all the servers on which Kafka is running.
Okay.
So I will say any topic name, right? My topic or Pawan, whatever, doesn't matter. Let's say Pawan.
So topic we have created or on the fly we have created?
On the fly, we are creating, right? So we have created, we are first testing whether it's actually working or not. So I am echoing word hello to a topic called Kafka, to a topic called Pawan.
Yes.
So now I can connect from any node, doesn't matter, as long as it's able to talk to Zookeeper.
Okay.
So when I'm saying, let's say I'm on RT1 currently, if you look, I'm on RT1. We have executed the
Right.
producer command on this node, a master one,
Okay. Master one.
and I'm now on RT1. So
Yes.
RT1 does not run Kafka, but how it will know what Kafka is advertising or what topics it has, it will know from Zookeeper. So what
Okay.
Zookeeper is doing, Zookeeper, when you do a Kafka topic to Zookeeper, Zookeeper will know which is my active Kafka master,
Okay.
right? Or Kafka broker in technical terms. So it will go to that and give you the topics,
Okay. So it's a listing all the topic
all
names.
the topics. Let's say Pawan has come now,
Yeah.
right? So now I can see I what I want to consume something from that Pawan topic now. So we have here we have given hello to that, and I can consume that hello from that topic.
Yeah.
So I can
So
say,
that means here, yeah.
sorry,
So in that means in the power hello would be there.
yes,
Okay.
right. So from this side, if you look, right, I have given hello to Pawan, a topic. So what is the advantage of Kafka? Kafka is just streaming that, but it's holding that till it's consumed,
Correct.
right? So I have executed this command quite early, but I have not yet executed any consumer side. But Kafka is still holding that message. So by
Yes.
default, if I hit enter here, right? So I will not see hello. Why? Because consumer started after the producer.
Mm,
Okay,
consumer started.
after the producer,
Okay.
because
So
here
yeah.
producer already started, which has hello, and it started a topic called
Correct.
Pawan.
Correct. Correct.
Here
So it
consumer
read
is not yet started; it has not started consuming.
yes. So
And
this
if I
will be
hit
executed.
enter, what it will do by default, it will read from time now, time t, which is just now.
Okay.
Or I can give hyphen hyphen from beginning.
Okay. So if we will give hyphen hyphen from beginning, that means it will take from the beginning.
Yes,
Otherwise, it will take from the time now.
yes.
So that in that case, we will not be able to subscribe. Hello.
No, see, so I have given from beginning, you can see hello has come.
Correct.
So if I again give anything here, now I have subscribed to that, you will see that real time.
Yes.
Anything you write here, test, you will see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
Okay, so now this is a very basic setup of Kafka.
Yeah.
Now, what we have to do, let's read the logs from a system into Kafka.
Yes.
So, easiest way is to use a tool like Flume or let's say Logstash. Logstash will work best, but as you are asking for Kafka, we will try to read Kafka. So,
Okay.
I think you are aware in Linux how logging works, right?
Not much, sir.
Okay, see all these logs, where log messages and all those things, they are
Okay.
written by a daemon called syslogd.
Okay.
And initially syslogd was an quite an old daemon from old Unix time. It was single threaded. So it has a lot of issues like when system are heavily busy, large number of read writes, it will just hang. So in recent times, what they have done, they have replaced syslog with rsyslog.
Okay.
Okay, so R syslog is a recent version of advanced version of syslog, which does multi-threaded logs. So for it will be where if you look at the service will be slash etc init.d rsyslog. This is a daemon which is installed by package rsyslog.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to do sudo. So now the configuration of this is ls-l slash etc rsyslog dot conf. This is the default configuration. So if I open this configuration, you will see it will have entries for this var, log, secure, and all that given here. So this is the default file. I have not changed anything here. This is default file. So you will see here var log messages, secure, my log, cron, all this goes here.
Yeah.
So this is the daemon which is saying what log should go where. We can customize it,
Yes.
right? So this is all Linux thing. So now for Kafka, what I have to do is, let me show you. There's a package which is called rsyslog Kafka. Okay, what it does, it adds plugin of Kafka to rsyslog.
Okay.
Okay, so what I will do, simply I will do yum install rsyslog hyphen Kafka. So it will install the package. I will give hyphen y in the end. So it installs for me. So this is the package.
Kafka
Uh-huh.
package is provided by Kafka or what?
Uh,
Or Linux?
Kafka is rsyslog hyphen Kafka.
Yeah. So I'm asking, this package is provided by Kafka side or this is by from the Linux side?
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Let me tell you this. This is not provided by Linux side. Cat slash etc yum dot repos dot d rsyslog. So this is provided by Kafka.
Okay.
This is the rsyslog.
Okay.
So now what I will do, let me change as root sudo su hyphen root vi slash etc rsyslog dot config. I will open this file, and what I will do is I will add these lines to that. I will share you all these things in email.
Okay.
So what they are doing is actually uh, rsyslog is a simple mechanism which just writes to files. But when we are writing to Kafka, it should be some kind of a array or a linked list or some kind of mechanism which can give a kind of an stream of data which is coming from logs.
Yes.
So that's why we are saying linked list. So the logs which are generated will be in the form of linked list, and I can give, okay, what will be the queue size, what will be its max disk space. I can control that. So these are the parameters I am giving. I am saying the directory where it should write for Kafka.
Yes. Okay.
Let's go to the end and I will do control P. So I have copy pasted at the end of the file and I will save the file. And now what I will do, I will create any file, does not matter, under rsyslog d, any name. I can give pawan dot config. Only the main thing is extension should be conf.
Okay.
So I will give that, and what I will write inside that file, I will write the details of my Kafka. I will explain you this. What is this? So here what I'm writing, I'm changing my broker address.
Okay. For time being, we have only one broker.
So we'll write only one, let's say master1.cyrus.com, right? And all other performance parameters like uh, whether it should be compressed, not like snappy, what should be the queue length and all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saving it. Let me empty anything else I might have. Okay, let's delete this. RM. Okay. So after this, I will restart the service slash etc init.d rsyslog restart status. Right? It is any name you can give. Let me give you some custom name. Let's say it will create a topic by the name of rsyslog. So I can give any name. Let's say intrusion.
And where it will create?
So it will create that topic in Kafka.
Okay. Oh, it will create topic in Kafka along with all information. Is that?
Yeah, I will show you how it will do. So once you have put that right, this config file. See here, it will like we have created a topic called Pawan when we were doing manually. So now it will create a topic called intrusion, and it will start feeding the logs which are coming from Linux system to Kafka. And if I go and subscribe to this intrusion channel, I will see all the logs coming from Linux.
Okay.
Right. So let me save this. Okay. So now exit out of this. Let's go back as Hadoop user and let's execute the command which we executed before. I'm doing a list on topics. See, intrusion topic has come.
Yeah.
And now I can read that intrusion topic.
Yeah, we can consume.
Right. So I can consume that from the beginning. Now you will see this is coming real time.
Yeah.
So I can show you that I'm on RT node. So this is consuming the logs of RT node. So let me just connect to, for example, to RT node. Let me try here. See,
Yeah.
any activity, the moment you do, it will go to Kafka. I am changing to user Hadoop on node RT.
Yeah. So.
right? So all the activities which I'm doing in Linux system, instantly they are going to Kafka.
Yeah.
So this is again, you can go as deep as you want, like you can set multiple nodes and you can control what you want. For example, it is sending security logs. You can want what logs it should send to Kafka, and what all configurations you can do, like filters you can do.
So that filter where we are going to set it
That
in
filter we are
Linux
going to
file
set
or
in that Pavan file.
okay.
That
So one more question. This is
mhm,
yeah. So here I'm just seeing so this um, RSys dot something which we
mhm,
RPM which we installed.
mhm.
So this is exclusively for reading log files, right?
Yes. This is not for exclusively reading log files. What it is doing, see, rsyslog is by default a Linux daemon which is writing to your simple files slash etc where log this location, right? So, but this is writing
Yeah.
in simple text format. So we are putting a plugin so that it puts into a linked list into a pipe so it can stream and put to Kafka. It will
Okay.
anyway write here, nothing will change from a Linux local system. It will anyway write logs here, but what we are doing, we are also doing a streaming and putting to Kafka.
But how we are redirecting actually? That is my question.
Okay,
See, we installed
so
we
how we are
installed RPM.
redirecting is,
Yeah.
see, cd slash etc r syslog config file. This is the main file,
This is Linux file, right?
our Linux file. Let me open this file.
Yes.
In this file, if you look, there is a include syntax which says any file which is in rsyslog.d directory ending with conf, include that also into this configuration.
Okay.
So that's why
So
I said your name could be anything, like you have written Pavan, but it should end with conf.
okay. So it's
So
also
what it is doing, it
including.
is including that file into rsyslog, where now it knows we have not changed anything in rsys log.config because we are writing still to that Linux old files, but now we are also writing in, creating a pipe stream and writing to Kafka.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So here, I mean, if we want something to be read from a particular directory, like somebody is keeping file in a particular directory, and it should go to Kafka topic. Um, can this will work? No, right?
Say that again.
See, what I'm saying is, say for example, we have a one directory
Mm-hmm.
in Linux system,
Mm-hmm.
and from there I wanted to read that any file which is coming in that directory, it should go automatically to Kafka topic.
Okay, yeah, see, that is why this, let me show where is that entry.
Because what I'm observing here is,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay, we created this configuration file, pavan.config file under the sys rsys
Mm-hmm.
dot b.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, anything will come, it will include and it will pass to uh, my topic, Kafka topic.
Mm-hmm.
But exclusively this is exclusively for I mean Linux syslog.
No, this is only exclusively for Linux log. But if you want to put your own files, that you have to do by, not by RCS method,
Yeah, that's correct.
not by RCS. This is only for logs, because this is connected to the daemon of Linux,
Correct.
right? As you are saying that you want to know that somebody tries to do a let's say attempt to log into a system, so this will attempt to log in into a Linux system is done by this daemon,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So
I
it will
understand.
automatically send to Kafka and you can know, okay, what is going on. But if you want to upload anything else, you have to have a plugins for that.
Yeah, got it. Got it. Got it. So here plugin, either we can use Flume plugin for Kafka.
Yes, you can use Flume Kafka, or you can use Logstash.
Log.
With Logstash, what is the advantage with Logstash and Flume is you can give any file,
Okay.
not the
Got
files
it.
which are
Got it.
controlled by RSys log. Here, the limitation with this plugin is I can only control the files which are by Linux system logging daemon.
Okay. So what you say? Which plugin you say?
With this, right? The limitation is RSys log daemon, right? We can only do things which are controlled by this RSys log daemon.
Okay.
What we have done today now, it's only like applicable to RSys log, right? Because you are asking for that logging thing. But if we use, let's say, Logstash, or I use Flume, I can give any file in that configuration. I can give Apache log file, I can give any my custom file to read and put to Kafka,
Okay. Yes.
right? So Flume and Logstash is much more advantageous as compared to this method. But the problem is, again, it will increase your pipeline. So better could be you can write directly from Flume or Logstash to Spark rather than going through Kafka.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay. So any other thing, for example, let's say you think you are talking about etc where log, let's say, secure. This is the file where our all login related details are kept, like who logged in, who attempted this and that, etc where log secure,
Okay.
right? This is the file where log secure.
Right.
So I can directly process this file in Spark also.
Okay.
For example, let me show you. uh, what I will do is I will copy this file, hadoop fs hyphen put that file where log slash secure to a location under the home directory of whoever is running Hadoop,
Okay.
right? You can use any logic, like you may write a simple Uzi job which is copying this secure file after some time and putting into a location. And then what
Mhm.
you are doing after this is you are running Spark on that. Spark, let's say I do Spark shell. I'm just demonstrating interactively, but you can put it with into a automated system,
Okay.
right? So I'm on a Scala prompt. So I will first create a context of that. So you can write any variable. Let's say logs is equal to sc dot text file, f is I think capital, text file, and secure. I think it is read text file. I'm not sure. Okay, it has read anyway.
uh,
logs dot count. Okay, so it is telling me currently it has 26 lines. I
okay,
can filter for anything I want in that. For example, I want to filter for, let me think, I think I have an example. Let's say in the log file which we looked, right? Which was, I was simply showing you by doing a cat. So
right,
this is the unique directly Unix file. Let's say I want to look for authentication related messages. I
yeah,
can grab for PAM Unix, and I can then say errors dot. I can list, let's say, I can list, let's say, the first occurrence of a event. It is telling me this. I can group, give me 10 top events of login PAM module. So it is giving me PAM. I can list, for example, error dot collect dot for each print ln. See, it is giving me all PAM related errors in the logs.
yeah, that's correct.
So all this thing you can do. Also, what you can do is you can connect, if you want, Kafka to Spark. Right? I can say in
Right,
Spark streaming to read that topic, the topic which we created, let's say Pawan topic we created, or intrusion topic we created, we can read that topic directly in Spark and create a filter here, like the way we are doing. Let's say I can create a filter
yeah,
contains this a number of that same logic, right? Again, it will be a programming logic, contains this errors when the count is greater than, let's say, 3 times. Give me a message.
right. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, makes sense.
So thing is, like, we can put what you are saying, Kafka and all that, but it will not make sense to use Kafka for, especially for system logs.
Yeah, that's right.
Better to use Logstash or maybe a Flume. Logstash is still the best option.
Yeah, that's right.
Put Logstash
Here,
directly into, if you want Kafka, or put directly into Spark.
yeah, but what I'm just thinking, and now for a real-time analytics, so that means we have one dependency here. What I'm seeing is here. Um, that means we have to create some additional connector, right?
Yes.
To give data to Kafka. If we are going with Kafka, then
Yes, we have to, because Kafka is not native for Linux. So you have to have put in plugins which will put into that.
yeah. Say for example, I wanted to read data from database.
Mhm.
So and that database data, whatever tables or things are there, it should be pushed to topic, Kafka topic.
Yes.
So that means we have to write some jar files. Then I mean, and then to read the data from the table, and that should be okay. Reading data from the table through Java code, okay, but how it will put to topics, Kafka topics?
Yeah, same thing. Like how we are doing, how it is putting our Apache Hadoop, oh sorry, Linux logs into the topic, right?
Linux log. Okay, so.
So here also it is doing, like here also we are not doing anything manually. We have just put up that plugin for Linux. So what is happening? All the logs, whenever they are generated, they are automatically put to Kafka, that particular topic, intrusion topic.
Yeah, but that plugins, since we have not written, so that is why I'm saying.
Ha
Can you
ha
please
ha. That's true. That's
explain?
true. So what we have to do is, for example, if we use Logstash, what
Hmm.
Logstash does is it keeps on monitoring that particular file or a directory,
Okay.
and whenever any event happens, that it will upload it.
Okay, so let me tell you one more thing, sir. I have a idea of Flume. Okay,
Hmm.
so from Flume, I can say I uploaded some file into directory, and
Hmm.
I know I can read that data through the Flume.
Hmm.
So once I read the data through Flume,
Hmm.
how I will redirect to topic?
Ha. So in that Flume, there's a Flume to Kafka connector.
Okay, so there in property file only I need to mention that directory, right?
Yes. So each in Kafka, you have to use a connector for each of the source,
Okay.
right? So because Kafka, you have to have some mechanism of telling, let's say, even Logstash or Flume, where to send data,
Yeah, yeah. I'm now correlating actually.
right? So in that Kafka
I
one, you will put the destination as a topic of Kafka.
right, right, right. Hmm. Yeah, it's now makes sense to me actually. Now I got some
If you
clarity.
want, like I can give you that also. I will set up that. I will, or I will show you. Like maybe this week sometime we can set up. Let's say Blockstash or a Flume to put
Okay.
into this Kafka.
ठीक है sir. It would be great actually. Yeah,
हाँ
that
ठीक
would
है,
be
वी विल डू दैट।
great.
उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बस काफका में सॉरी फ्लूम और इसका तो इट्स वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड इवन देन दिस वन।
Yeah, that's right.
Flume and Logstash, because Flume was mainly built for Hadoop.
Yes,
So the thing is, like it has much more easy compatibility than this what we have done today, our syslog and all.
yes, that's right. That's right. We don't require any plugin.
We don't require any plugin,
We need.
so that in that channels, for example, in Flume, we give channels, and in that channel we say, okay, my destination is a file or what,
Yeah.
right? So we
So
can
my
say there
question.
it's a channel for Kafka.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we have to define source, sync, and source, channel, and sync.
Yes.
Yeah. So my question here is goes for like then which is good when we talk about Kafka, when we talk about Flume, both are for real time, right? So
No, both are actually for real time, but the purpose is entirely different. For example, let's say when we will use Flume. Flume, if you consume anything from Flume, you cannot replay,
yes, right.
right? You have to again go from the beginning, because Flume, what will do? Flume will do, and it does not have any mechanism of, like, let's say how we have done here. The moment we started producer, it mean doesn't did
Hmm.
not mean that if the consumer is not there, data will be lost,
Yeah, yeah, I got it now.
right?
Yeah.
And the
So
second
when we
thing
say
is,
like we are,
yeah, I can put up multiple channels to that. Same, I can have multiple consumers for a producer.
yeah, yeah. So here we are getting a storage as well and
Yes.
multiple client also.
Yes, multiple client also. In a Flume, I cannot do a multiple. I cannot do pub sub kind of a thing, publisher subscriber model kind of a thing.
Yeah,
Right here, like for
yeah.
example, we have published to topic Pavan, and I can say a consumer could be, let's say, one a database which is consuming from Pavan. I can say Spark is also consuming from Pavan. I can say one more system is also consuming from Pawan,
Yeah.
but I cannot do that in Flume.
Yes. 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 Got the point. Yeah. Got the point. So it's really simplifying the process. It looks like.
Simplifying the process, yes.
Yeah. Good. Mm.
And how is IBM going?